From the New York Lies. New York will move homeless men from a liberal neighborhood after backlash. The move of 300 men to the upscale Upper West Side neighborhood led to complaints and the threat of a lawsuit. So all of the it's like, oh, but we have to take care of the poor as long as we don't house them in our backyard. That's exactly what these fucking champagne socialists are like. All they do is virtue signal. That's it. The second you expect them to put their money where their mouth is, it's off. They want nothing to do with it anymore because that's not the point. They just want a virtue signal and make other people pay for this shit so they can feel good about themselves. They don't want to actually help anyone. They don't want to actually make any sacrifices themselves. They just want other people to do all of this while they feel good. So if you guys still, if you see this and you still legitimately believe that these fuckers care, get your head out of your ass is all I need to say. Nearly 300 homeless men who have been temporarily living in a hotel in the Upper West Side of Manhattan will be relocated after weeks of backlash from some residents who said the men had diminished the quality of life in the upscale neighborhood. I care about the poor as long as those fucking plebs stay away from me. I don't want to get any poor person cooties on me. As long as it's like a zoo, right? As long as you keep the poor people in their cage at the zoo and you can come admire them from afar, yeah, you're all about supporting the poor. But then you encounter them in your neighborhood and, oh my God, we have to do something about this. The city had moved the men into a hotel, the Lucerne, in July as part of an effort to curb the spread of the beer virus in New York's dormitory-style homeless shelters. Overall, thousands of homeless men and women have been placed in hotels around the city, but the decision met with particular blowback in the Upper West Side, becoming a test of values for a largely white neighborhood with a reputation as one of the most liberal enclaves in New York and the entire country. What is it I have been saying about the burn, loot, murder riots even? Because this applies to the homeless problem here too. I've been saying about the burn, loot, murder riots, if you want this problem to be solved quick, what the police need to do is route the rioters and looters into the gated communities, into the neighborhoods where their rich white supporters live, and it'll be fixed overnight. And it's the same thing with this. Whenever one of these like rich white liberals from inside of a gated community starts talking shit, make them put their money where their mouth is. Like, oh, you're all about helping the homeless, huh? Well, we see your mansion has a spare 20 rooms, so we're going to be sending you 20 homeless people next week. And we'll see how long they keep talking shit. This is the whole not in my backyard incident right here. That's all this is. It's like, yeah, they want other people to put up with this, but as soon as it's in their backyard, it becomes a problem. So if you want to fix these problems, put these problems into the backyards of their supporters. And suddenly the problem's going to be fixed the next day. Some residents have created a private Facebook group, Upper West Siders for Safer Streets, and many commenters said the men menaced pedestrians, urinated, defecated on the street, and used and sold drugs in the open. Well, too bad you also supported defunding the police, or they may have done something about the drugs, but whatever. Hashtag not my problem. Some residents formed a nonprofit, the Westside Community Organization, and hired a lawyer and former deputy mayor, Randy Mastro, who threatened to sue the city. So these are the same people that want to force this on everybody else. But as soon as they are expected to carry their own weight, what is it they always say? To pay their fair share, they're threatening to sue. Isaac McGinn, a spokesman for the city Department of Social Services, would not comment on Tuesday on whether the uproar prompted the decision to move the men, but said that their stint in the hotel was always meant to be temporary. As part of our effort to continually review and streamline the footprint of our shelter locations, while always ensuring effective provision of services, we're beginning to relocate individuals from several commercial hotel locations. Mr. Mastro called the decision to relocate the men a testament to community organizing. So look at this. They organized their community to implement their blatant classism and probably racism too. How much you want to bet a good chunk of those homeless men were black? And these rich white liberals kicked them out of their community with the power of community organizing. Republicans should really be seizing on this, is all I'm going to say. Yeah, families, seniors, small business owners, longtime residents, and newcomers united. They were shocked and horrified to see what was happening in broad daylight in their neighborhood, and they wanted to do something about it. Yeah, and now that you know what everyone else is going through on a daily basis, you should shut the fuck up and stop telling other people how to handle these problems. And during the beer virus outbreak, the city's Department of Homeless Services had moved roughly 9,500 people from shelters into 63 hotels across the city, 32 of which are in Manhattan. The relocations have also led to complaints in other parts of Manhattan and parts of Queens. The city will also transfer Whammons out of the Long Island City Plaza, a hotel in Queens that had also been used by the city during the pandemic. So now they're just they're just playing fucking hot potato with the homeless population because the champagne socialists don't want to pay for what they vote for themselves. That's all this is. Oh man, I am so excited to tell you guys right now that finally, after about a year of build-up and shilling, we have launched Blade Devil on Indiegogo, and so far it is doing so well thanks to awesome people like you. If you haven't backed it yet, then please check the links in the description and check out Blade Devil on Indiegogo. You will not be disappointed. Looking forward to seeing you there.